How about Harrison Butker for the extra point? I've been meaning to weigh in on this one for a few days, and I'm not going to let some hysterical voices on the fringes keeping me from speaking the truth about what an epic graduation speech this three-time Super Bowl winner gave to a Catholic college for the commencement speech. When Pope Francis says we are all good, save some rogues and sinners, forgive him, for he knows not what he says. He seems to have lost his divine providence, at least to me. When he takes shots at regular Americans and followers of the Catholic faith or Christians in general, I'm truly lost on the message the Holy Father's trying to deliver, and more importantly, why. I don't quite understand this. The Pope has lost his way by labeling all conservatives with a very broad and unflattering brush. This is from 60 Minutes. Listen.
There are conservative bishops in the United States that oppose your new efforts to revisit teachings and traditions. How do you address their criticism?
You used an adjective, conservative. That is, conservative is one who clings to something and does not want to see beyond that. It is a suicidal attitude. Because one thing is to take tradition into account, to consider situations from the past, but quite another is to be closed up inside a dogmatic box.
Suicidal attitude? Oh, you conservatives that have principles and foundational principles. Suicidal attitude. When what he says is sinful, he goes against the facts and the tenets of the Catholic Church, his church. All Catholics deserve forgiveness according to the doctrine, his doctrine. For Francis knows nothing. He knows a lot less than, say, Harrison Butker, whose commencement address at Benedictine College speaks to the necessity of faith, family, and community. Well, we know it's clear that the head of the Holy See has no vision. He has no right to undermine the beliefs and rights of the Catholic Church or any other Christians for that matter. That he is wrong in what he says is wrong, as he speaks more like the ruler of the world's smallest city-state than a believer in the glory of the heavenly city and Jesus of Nazareth. That's the way he comes across. Spoke to one person last night and said, I don't really think he's Catholic. Start in New York City, home to the United Nations. Leave it to the UN to hold a moment of silence in memory of Ibrahim Raisi, better known as the butcher of Tehran, the president who died in a helicopter accident over the weekend. Leave it to our deputy ambassador to join the ceremony at the request of Russia, China, and Algeria. Unbelievable. Leave it to the State Department to offer official condolences regarding the death of the theocrat and the supporter of the death cult. Yeah, forgive me if I refuse to send a sympathy card to Tehran, for I will not stand. I will not rise. I'm not going to honor a murderer, a guy who shoved his own people into mass graves, and I will not reserve judgment. We must not withhold judgment because we owe it to history. We owe it to ourselves and posterity to speak the truth, to record it, to print it, to share it, and most importantly, to secure it.